plants can be majorly classified into three main groups. We have the ancient plants, which has the mosses and all the way up to gymnosperms. And then we have the flowering plants, the angiosperms, divided further into monocotyledons and dicotyledons. It's interesting to know and understand that how plants evolved right from the green algae, to the plants that we have at the moment. In the ocean, there was no gravity, there's buoyancy. There was plenty of water. But by the time the first plant organisms came into being, the ocean was already flourishing with a lot of animals, isn't it? So plants never dominated really the ocean. They were also restricted to the surface of the water, in a way to kind of get the sunlight for their photosynthesis, etc. So eventually they had to come on land, and that was a big game changer, not just for the plants. The entire shape of the earth was kind of it changed when plants decided to come on land. But coming on land came with its own challenges. Mosses, for example, they grew flat. They only grew near the water bodies because they needed so much water. There was no complex roots or stems, etc. So they grew flat. And if you look at all the moss remedies, homeopathic standpoint, you will know these features are actually seen in these remedies. They're very simple people, they're very connected, they grow in groups, they like to be in groups. And they feel very, very weak. Then came the Lycopodiums. Lycopodium, in fact, was the first plant being who did not have a major root system but decided to stand up. Say that I don't want to grow like this, flat, I want to grow up. So you see in Lycopodium the theme of, big ambition but trying too hard, feeling too weak but having too much ambition. I want to prove but internally feeling so weak. Imagine growing up without roots. Then came the fawns and the equisetum. What is the main feature? We know, when do we prescribe equisetum? Nocturnal enuresis, the need to control, to hold tight. That was the time when, the initial roots were developing, the stems and leaves were developing. Obviously you want the roots to get all the nutrition and water from the soil. You're going away and away from the water body, right? So the plants were evolving all the time. Then came the gymnosperm, the cycads, the ginkgobas, the conifers, If you see these remedies, for example, thuja, there is so much brittle feeling, so much weak feeling. At the same time, they have this old world charm, this ancient feeling. Gymnosperms, they had cones, they did not have fruits, they did not have flowers yet, but the cones were developed, the pine cones we have seen, right? So for pollination, what did they do? The male cones would generate so much pollen, and they were dependent on the wind for the pollen to be carried, and that pollen will, for example, drop somewhere on some other tree on a female cone, and fertilization will happen. But that was a lot of wastage of pollen, lot of effort, right? Again. So the next evolutionary step was the development of fruits and flowers. These beautiful, gorgeous flowers, different colors, different smell, the sweetness of the fruit as a strategy to attract the pollinators. Now the wind doesn't have to carry thousands and thousands of pollen. Now the pollinators are going to come for fertilization. So just see how beautiful the evolution is. And the monocotyledons within angiosperms, just one cotyledon, very monomanic, very self-centered, still feeling very weak inside. You have remedies like the grains, for example, sugarcane, for example, veratrum album, lilium tig, for example, all belonging to the monocotyledon. You will see a common thread of being self-centered, the world is all about themselves. And then the dicotyledons, 90% of our homeopathic remedies that we know come from this section. And then we have six subclasses in the Dicotyledon chart. We have The Magnolids is the first subclass, having remedies from lotus to camphora to pulsatilla to opium. The second subclass, remedies like Hemamillidae, Hemamillis, and then third subclass, the cactus family is here. The fourth subclass, you have remedies like chocolate and bryonia here. The fifth subclass, Anacardiaceae, is the main thing, no? The fifth subclass is school age, for example. You have remedies like rustox belonging over here. And the sixth subclass, the highest point of development, no? Where the ego is so strongly developed, it is about me and the world. You have remedies like starting from Stramonium, Nux vomica, Ignatia, Camomilla, Arnica, all of them belonging to the sixth subclass. So you see, there are so many ways to prescribe and understand plant remedies. Yeah, we have our cornerstone, our pillars of materia medica, and the repertory and the proving. Yeah, and then we have some contemporary methods. We have the sensation method. The main theme of the plant kingdom is sensitivity, what is happening to me and how I am reacting, sensation and reaction. Yeah, and then we have these evolutionary methods, personal evolution. We have the subclasses and the charts, and all of these contemporary methods are in a way maps. They are compass, they give us direction. Let's say it's like a GPS. Tomorrow if I have to invite you to my clinic, yeah, only my name or my clinic's name is not going to be sufficient. No, it's not going to be the most intelligent way. You might still reach, you will keep asking, but the main thing that you're going to need is the address. And now with GPS, coming to my clinic with my address with the GPS is much faster and much more efficient, isn't it? The GPS is going to tell you how much time it's going to take, whether there is going to be traffic, what are the landmarks, if there are any road closures. You get proper navigation. You are much more equipped. But does that mean that you can blindly trust GPS? All of us have faced, GPS confuses it sometimes. You need to still have the address. You still need to ask me that is there any landmark, for example. Yeah. So with the pillars of materia medica, of provings, of repertory, and these contemporary methods, we can really be very sure of how we are prescribing and practicing. Starting 2023 January, we are going to do an in-depth study of the plants. We are going to explore plants and study plants through subclasses, through evolution, through superclasses, through miasms, through sensations, through proving. Each and every family we are going to be covering throughout the year. I welcome you, I invite you to join us in this journey along with Prajakta and Reni, and it's going to be an exceptional journey, and it's going to revolutionize the way you prescribe and understand plants. And so yeah, look forward to seeing you there. Bye.